Other sides collab with Amazon dropped and it's up 500%, massive backlash on the KURO Beast TGE, and another major title has shut down. It's Friday, so here's the past 24 hours of Gaming Daily news, presented by YGG, the official guild of Gaming Daily. Other side just launched the Boximus Voyager avatar on Amazon and it sold out almost instantly. You can snag one on OpenSea, but the floor price is up 5x on their original cost, selling for over $300 right now. Boximus was originally set to be usable in game on November 12th, but in true Yuga fashion, they said F it and Boximus is playable right now. The clips are pretty hilarious. There's hundreds of Amazon box characters marching through the Bored Ape Yacht Club district, and it's worth noting that this isn't the first digital crypto asset on Amazon, but there aren't many that have gotten that privilege, so this is a really big deal and a great win for the space. But even with all that excitement, Amazon just announced layoffs impacting 14,000 employees, which is one of the biggest rounds in company history. The cuts come as Amazon reorganizes around AI, calling it the most transformative technology since the internet, and saying that they need to move faster with fewer layers. As a part of that shift, Amazon confirmed its MMO New World will enter maintenance mode through 2026, effectively ending active development. Work will continue on Tomb Raider, March of Giants, and their Lord of the Rings MMO, though that project's future is now unclear. Moving on, we have to talk about this KURO Beast situation. Their long-awaited KURO token launch has come under fire. The surprise launch was plagued by low liquidity and snipers, with one sniper making almost $400,000. But it does get worse. The play to airdrop allocations were tiny, so a ton of people were upset about that. And in a weird, shocking move, the token launched on Solana instead of Ronin, and they used the Believe app, which Grail said is one of the worst places to launch a gaming token. KURO CEO Sage has been addressing the backlash, responding to many posts online, and made an official statement explaining what went wrong, their vision, and their action plan moving forward, but it seems that the damage is done and people are pretty outraged. Verded called it probably the worst gaming token launch we've seen this year, which is honestly saying a lot, and Grail flamed the team, saying that Web3 gaming has been ruined by these grifting teams, and that every failure like this just makes it so much harder for the few legit projects still around trying to build. Sage has been responding to Grail, but Grail isn't buying it and really holding his feet to the fire. I'm not going to go as far as Grail in calling out Sage, but I do agree with the overall sentiment. Gaming TGs are just so broken and bearish, and this can't keep happening. Like, it's a bad mark on the space and we really need to do better. And the bad news continues. Ragnarok Monster World just announced it's shutting down. The team cited financial challenges making operations increasingly difficult, but many in the community are calling it a rug or outright scam. Either way, service and community channels will close on December 30th, with gameplay staying alive until then. Another one down, and the brutal year for Web3 gaming continues. But there's still a few Ronin projects working hard to keep the torch alive. Pixels just launched Chapter 3 Bountyfall, where 3 unions compete to fill their hearth with yield stones. Players can strengthen allies, sabotage rivals, and fight for up to 50,000 pixel in rewards. You can even switch factions mid-season for a fee, adding a new social layer to the game's ecosystem. Be sure to check out Pixels' latest post for all those details. Next up, Mythical Games just made it official. They're partnering with WorldChain to launch the first L3 on WorldChain, which they call the Real Human Network. This follows our coverage 2 weeks ago when ACO Holdings, the company behind WorldCoin's authentication layer, invested in Mythical to bring verified human identity into gaming. With this partnership, Mythical says that they're setting a new standard for trust and proof of human at scale in consumer entertainment. And finally, Moonray is evolving. The team just announced it's splitting into 2 connected brands, Meridian Prime the game and Iltar Engine the tech. Meridian Prime, the game that we know as Moonray, is a cross-platform sci-fi PvP arena coming to PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, iOS, and Android, and Iltar Engine will power it all behind the scenes, giving studios access to optional blockchain features that fit naturally into gameplay. I love Moonray. I worked with them for a long time, so I'm wishing them success here, but the split is a little confusing and sometimes these moves aren't the most bullish signs, so I hope everything's okay over there. Today's Gaming Daily is brought to you by Yield Guild Games, the official guild of Gaming Daily. Lowland's LOL airdrop claim is almost here, going live November 3rd at 10 AM EST. You can stake, claim VIP, or even contribute your YGG Play points and YGG to earn extra rewards. I'm super excited for the team and their upcoming launch. It's been awesome seeing the YGG and Lowland ecosystems grow, and if you want in on that action, head over to app.yggplay.fun. Plus, since being nominated for Best Casual Game at the 2025 Game Awards, they've dropped a brand new board in collaboration with GamesGG, the Garden of Manila, so go check that out. And if you want to help Lowland bring home the win, you can vote for them right now at games.gg, and shout out to YGG, the official guild of Gaming Daily. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. And if you haven't tried out gamingdaily.gg yet, let me know in the comments down below. We'll be sure to get you an access code. My name is Icy Gaming. That's Gaming Daily. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on Monday with a brand new daily video. So until then, stay humble, keep gaming, keep dreaming, and I'll see you then. Peace.